Alright, I'm going to be showing you how to create a club promo from an existing template. Right here I have the music promo template, and I'm going to be creating a chess club template from it. So the first step we're going to be doing is changing everything that says music to chess, and then we're going to be replacing the graphics after that. To do this, we're going to be using something called the Find and Replace text tool under Edit. And we're also going to be creating our own graphics for this as well. Okay, so to start off with, you're going to want to go down to Find and Replace under the Edit and go down to Replace Text. It's important that you match case so that whatever you're typing in, whether it's capitals or lowercase, be the same as what it's supposed to be replacing. So you're going to just type in music in capitals and replace it with chess club in capitals. Remember that whatever you put in capitals here has to be in capitals here. Once you hit replace all, it should replace the entire document with chess club rather than music. As we don't have any lowercase, we can close that. The next step is we have to fix some of the errors. So if you just scroll in, you see that in some cases there isn't enough space between the words, and always with the words that are supposed to be going vertically down, it makes some mistakes, so we have to go and fix those. Alright, so we're just going to go and fix logo number 2 first. I'm clicking on my AB here so I can edit the text. I'm going to add in 2 more spaces just to give it a little bit more space in between each word. The next step I'm going to be doing is fixing items 13 through 16. We're also going to click on the AB for that. And you're just going to hit enter after everyone. Fix it. And then get rid of the unnecessary parts. Hit OK. And rather than having to fix all of them, I'm going to copy and paste the one I just did. Make it a little bit smaller. About there. It's important to note that this isn't the final template that the final promo that we use or we send out. We send these out, and then later on, when we have interest, we change, or rather we add more logos. As you can note, there are only logos 1 through 6 and then 13 through 16. So logos 7 through 12 are missing. We add those in later when there's more interest because those logos require more editing. Also, we don't need to change the name. The change will happen automatically when we run the catalog macro. But we do need to change the graphics below all the logos on both the first page here within the logos as well as on the hood logos, which you can find on the second page. So here there's 4 options. We typically have 3 to 4 options for hood logos. So I have created a simple graphic for that right here, which I'm going to be replacing all the music notes with. Here we go. So I'm just going to delete that. Also pay attention when you're adding these in to whether the logo is a 1 color or 2 color. In this case, most of the logos are all 1 color, so you want your graphics to also be 1 color. So I'm just going to do that. Just to make sure that I have the same gold. Okay, it's the same gold. Cool. And okay, so I'm going to scale these down now. It's important. Oops. It's important when you're working with this stuff that if you're using any outlines, you always have scale with image on so that when you scale it down really small, the outline stays in proportion with your artwork. So we're going to replace all of those. Oops. And I'm also going to be using a color replacer tool in some cases. So I'm just going to show you how that works. If you go up to your macros up here, color replacer should be the second one. Sometimes the macros are located at the bottom. So I'm going to click for my find, meaning the color that I want to replace. I'm going to click the black here. Actually, I forgot you have to select the artwork because I only want the artwork affected. So once again, color replacer, I'm going to click find to find the color I want to replace, being the black, and replace with blue. I'm going to say OK. Note that I have fills and outlines both checked off, and it's on selection, which means it's only going to affect the artwork. Now I have that changed. Okay. Alright, so I think you get the basic idea with the changing here. So we're going to fast forward ahead. Oops. Alright, so I did get all the blown up logos done, as you can see. And the next step is to also take the logo you just created and put it onto the hoodie itself. So just as an example, we're going to take this logo here and shrink it down. Put it right there. And do the same for this one here. I'm actually just going to grab the entire logo this time, rather than doing it piece by piece. To copy and paste, you can drag your selection and then right-click while you're still holding your left click. It's a faster way of copying and pasting with Corel. So I'm going to get through all of these. Okay. And just get through these parts. Also, if you press and hold Option, you can shrink it to the center. It's another little trick. Okay, so now that I've done this entire part, I also have to do the hood and logo parts. For the hood and logo parts, we display them in black and white, and we put them at both the bottom of the first page as well as on the second page as the actual blown up options. Now, this one here, the music order form, has 4. We don't necessarily need 4. I'm probably going to go to around 3. But I'm just going to grab a logo and we're going to put it here. You want to make it roughly the same size. And remember that we're only working with black and white. So we're going to go to our color replacer to do this faster. We're going to change all the gold to white. Say OK. And then we're going to change all the blue. Let's get some blue to black. Try that again. Okay, so in this case, we're probably working with a different blue. I'm just going to do it manually. And we have one hood logo option. And I'm just going to Just going to grab the whole thing, bring it down, ungroup it, and create our second. Object. If you find the boxes are moving around on you, you can lock those objects. And put that as a second logo option. There we go. Okay, so let's bring this to the second page now. Okay. And we're just going to put our logos here as well. So get rid of the existing logos, replace it with the new logo. Make it big enough so that they'll be able to see it. This is logo number 3. There we go. And then we'll get rid of logo number 4 and then make these bigger. and just position it. Okay, so that's basically how you take an existing promo for another club and change it to a different club. It's important that you go back and double check to make sure that you got all the names right and all the logos in, because it's very easy to miss logos. And that is it for this tutorial.